If your colon constantly feels blocked, heavy, or simply unresponsive, if it seems like you're carrying a stubborn, immovable weight no matter what you attempt, you need to understand an essential shift in perspective. This sensation isn't because your colon is inherently dirty or packed with mythical toxins. It's because the intricate communication system that governs bowel movement has gone quiet or become scrambled. The signals are no longer transmitting properly. And the solution isn't a harsh purge, it's a precise, intelligent trigger. One specific glass of liquid prepared the right way can serve as that trigger, sending a clear, all systems go message that can initiate a coordinated response in as little as 10 minutes. Let's immediately break the patterns that have been failing you. What I'm sharing is not another stimulant laxative that causes painful cramps and watery diarrhea. It's not a detox routine that leaves you drained, and it's not a simplistic eat more fiber tactic that can actually worsen bloating in a sluggish system. This works by targeting a specific natural physiological reflex, the gastrocolic reflex and the migrating motor complex that controls organized colon movement. This reflex becomes less efficient and more easily disrupted after age 50, which is why so many traditional solutions stop working. We're not adding force, we're restoring communication. Pay close attention here. The difference between success and failure with this method lies in subtle details. Most people who try this principle do it incorrectly, using the wrong form, wrong timing, or wrong preparation, and they completely miss its powerful effect. I'm going to show you the precise, clinically inspired method that makes it effective. First, we must identify the real reason a colon stops moving efficiently. Your colon is not a passive tube that simply gets filled and pushed. It is an intelligent muscular organ that moves only when it receives a specific sequence of neurological and chemical signals. It requires a clear message from the stomach that food has arrived. The gastrocolic reflex, coordinated internal pressure changes, and a wave-like relaxation and contraction of smooth muscles known as peristalsis. When this coordination breaks down due to age, nerve desensitization, chronic stress, or poor signaling, stool stagnates. It may even be relatively soft, but without the organized wave to move it forward, it remains in place. We're correcting a software malfunction, not removing a hardware obstruction. The 10-minute colon trigger explained. The objective is not to irritate the bowel into spasming, which is how stimulant laxatives function. The objective is to activate the natural command chain. Certain natural compounds are especially effective at this. They can strengthen stomach-to-colon communication through the vagus nerve, encourage the intestinal smooth muscles to relax in preparation for a wave, easing tight segments that block flow, and promote the gentle release of trapped gas that creates obstructive pockets. This produces a push from behind, a gradual pressure increase in the upper colon that encourages everything downstream to move in an organized manner. This is why the initial sensation of movement can appear surprisingly fast. You're not forcing the exit, you're activating the starting signal. The one-glass method, ginger plus peppermint activator. This combination isn't folklore, it's supported by clinical gastroenterology. Ginger, Zingiber officinale, and peppermint, Mentha piperita, are two of the most researched herbs for functional digestive disorders. Ginger acts as a prokinetic agent. It promotes movement through the digestive tract by enhancing gastric emptying and stimulating antral contractions. Peppermint oil or a strong peppermint tea functions similarly and is a potent antispasmodic. It relaxes the smooth muscle of the colon through calcium channel blockade, relieving the tight, clenched areas that stop stool progression. Together, they form a perfect partnership. Ginger says start moving, and peppermint says relax so you can move smoothly. The precise recipe: 1 glass, 1 minute preparation. You will need 1 or 2 teaspoons of freshly grated ginger or high-quality ginger powder and 1 peppermint tea bag, pure peppermint, not a blend. Pour 1 cup of freshly boiled hot water over both the ginger and the tea bag in a mug. Cover the mug. This is essential to trap the volatile oils, and let it steep for 5 to 7 minutes. Remove the tea bag. Sip the liquid slowly over the next 5 to 10 minutes. It must be consumed on a completely empty stomach. First thing in the morning is ideal, or at least 2 to 3 hours after any food. Food in the stomach hijacks the signaling and turns this from a targeted trigger into just another digestive process. What many people experience with the 10-minute sensation. Within 10 to 20 minutes after finishing the drink, you may feel distinct internal activity. This is not cramping. It's often described as deep gurgling, a sensation of pressure shifting and descending, or a growing natural urge to have a bowel movement. This is the sound and feeling of the colon's muscular coordination restarting, the migrating motor complex activating, gas pockets shifting, and the system coming back online. It's the nervous system reawakening the gut, not a chemical violently irritating it. But this initial activation is only part of the story. The true cleansing effect is the result of restored function. Why this can lead to a full colon cleanse. When coordinated peristalsis is restored, several things occur in sequence. The gentle, progressive waves help detach older, dehydrated stool that may be clinging to the colon walls. Trapped gas is propelled forward and expelled, reducing bloating. Most importantly, the rectum is more likely to empty completely because the preceding wave delivered a full load, triggering a stronger and more satisfying defecation reflex. This sequence can result in a substantial, often multi-phase bowel movement that feels like a significant release or reset. But it happens without the dehydration, urgency, or painful spasms of chemical laxatives. It's function, not force. The most common mistake that ruins the effect, people sabotage this by drinking the mixture too quickly. Gulping it shocks the system, or by consuming it with or near food. Even a small snack in your stomach changes everything. The signal shifts to digesting that new food, not clearing the colon. The reflex is blocked. For this to work, the stomach must be empty and the drink must be sipped so the compounds can gradually communicate with the nervous system. How to maximize the effect? After finishing your drink, remain seated upright for 15 to 20 minutes. Do not lie down. This allows gravity to support the natural downward progression of the signal and contents. Gentle, slow diaphragmatic breathing during this time can further stimulate the vagus nerve and enhance the relaxing response. You are creating the ideal internal environment for the signal to travel. Important warning: do not add sugar, honey, or any sweetener. Sugar can fuel bacterial fermentation in the small intestine, causing gas and bloating that counteracts the relaxing effect. Do not combine this with other laxatives, stimulant teas, or high-dose magnesium in an attempt to strengthen it. That introduces conflict and may cause distress. One glass prepared correctly is the precise dose. This is not a method to repeat several times a day. Why this method is especially effective after 50? With age, the challenges evolve. Intestinal muscles can become more prone to uncoordinated tightness and spasticity. Nerve signals between the brain and gut may weaken and slow. The entire digestive sequence loses its sharp timing. This ginger-peppermint protocol directly addresses those age-specific changes. It enhances nerve signaling. Ginger reduces muscular spasm, peppermint relaxes the colon, and coordination is restored. It works when bulk fiber fails, which can aggravate spasms. And when stimulant laxatives have exhausted the nerves, it repairs the timing mechanism. Your simple action plan. Try this protocol once per day, ideally in the morning on an empty stomach, for 2 to 3 days. Observe how your body responds. After that, you may only need it every other day, or as an occasional reset when you feel things slowing down. The ultimate goal is to use this as a retraining tool to remind your colon of its natural rhythm, not to create daily dependence. You are teaching it to function independently again. If you're ready to break free from the cycle of blockage, bloating, and harsh remedies, and to learn how to work with your body's built-in intelligence for smooth, effortless digestion, stay with this channel. Subscribe for insights that prioritize smart physiology over brute force. Now I'm curious. Does the idea of signal versus force resonate with your experience? Will you try this ginger-peppermint activator? Let me know in the comments with a simple yes, or which part made the most sense. Because a truly healthy colon cleanse isn't about punishment or violent evacuation. It begins with a single intelligent signal that sparks natural, coordinated movement. That is the foundation of lasting gut health.